Widely regarded as arguably one of the greatest fighters to grace his generation, Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao has achieved just about all there is to achieve in the boxing ring. He's currently the only boxer in history, yes, the only boxer in history, to have won 12 major titles in 8 different weight divisions, including flyweight, super bantamweight, featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, light welterweight, light middleweight, and finally, super welterweight. Quite the accolades for a boxer standing at only 5'5½". In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at the Pac-Man's most recent opponents and what they had to say about facing the man himself. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. On the 4th of April 2016, Californian boxer and former world champion Timothy Bradley Jr. would take to the ring against Pacquiao for the 3rd time, with Bradley winning their first via split decision, and then Pacquiao avenging the defeat 2 years later via unanimous decision. In this one, they'd be fighting for the vacant WBO International Welterweight title and the vacant Lineal World Championship in an intriguing, highly anticipated matchup. Although many thought Pacquiao would have Bradley's number for the 3rd, not many predicted the masterful performance the Pac-Man would put on. Pacquiao would knock Timothy Bradley down twice in the fight, and went on to outpoint him with all 3 judges ruling in favor of Pacquiao's victory, respectively 116 to 110 each.
I have to ask you, which is more of a battle? Manny Pacquiao, his fists, or all the people that invade where you live at Coachella? Because that sounds crazy to me.
I would have to say Manny Pacquiao for sure.
Manny Pacquiao having you on the deck twice. What happened?
I don't even remember, man. I really don't, man. I really don't remember.
I hate to say it, but we got the replay if you want to be reminded.
All right. Ooh, wait. Yeah, he caught me good on that one.
6 months later, on November the 5th, Pacquiao would then go on to fight for the WBO World Championship title at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas against former multiple world champion Jesse Vargas. As the fight would pan out, it was clear for all to see just how many levels above Vargas Pacquiao really was, dropping him with a straight left in the 2nd and then cutting open Vargas's eye in the 8th to win another straight left. Pacquiao went on to win a lopsided victory over Jesse, with 2 of the judges scoring it 118 to 109, giving Vargas barely a handful of the 12 rounds he could have scored. Here's what Jesse had to say about facing Pacquiao.
When he connected, it was just a flash knockdown. He surprised me with the speed in his left hand, and it was a flash knockdown. I went down, but I felt fine.
And when asked a little later how it felt to be in the ring with the Pac-Man, he quoted,
"He was just very quick, and I knew that I had to be aware of it. And in the 2nd round, I made sure to not sleep on it anymore. And make sure to stay aware, because in the 2nd round I kind of got a little confident, and he caught me with a quick shot that I didn't see."
Around 2 years or so after the Vargas fight, Manny would yet again be fighting for a world title in the welterweight division against a hard-hitting Argentinian, Lucas Martin Matthysse. The fight would be scheduled to take place in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, at the Axiata Arena. Although Matthysse had fought some highly ranked contenders previously and was a champion at the time, not many thought that he could outbox nor outskill Pacquiao. The general consensus being that he had a little more than a puncher's chance in the bout if Manny was firing on all cylinders. On the night, Pacquiao scored his first knockout victory in over 8 years as he stopped Argentinian champion Lucas Matthysse in the 7th round with a stunning left, following a sharp combination from the Pac-Man in rounds 3 and 5 respectively. Matthysse was also forced to the canvas by Manny, and at the time of the stoppage in round 7, all 3 of the judges had Pacquiao winning by 6 rounds. A true masterclass by the Pac-Man.
Pacquiao has done it! Knockout victory on his return fight!
But this was what Lucas had to say after facing Pacquiao when being asked if he thought he could come back from the knockdown.
Hit you with a shot, but did you think that you could come back after that shot?
So much the power of the punch, but he got me right in the eye, and I went blind. I couldn't see anything. I went blind, and so a lot of things ran through my mind. I didn't want to lose my eye.
In his next fight, Manny would take on quite the character in Adrian Broner, a brash, loudmouth world champion from Cincinnati, Ohio. As expected in the pre-fight media, Adrian Broner had a lot to say, not holding back on the Filipino one bit.
I just don't see Manny Pacquiao beating me, and before he beat me, he got a better chance of becoming a driving instructor.
In the fight, Broner didn't seem as comfortable as you would have anticipated, getting easily outpointed and outlanded by Pacquiao. More than a handful of moments in the fight displayed the Pac-Man's dominance, speed, and combination punching, especially in the 7th as Pacquiao got Broner on the ropes and released a barrage of punches. After the one-sided beatdown against a trigger-shy Broner, Adrian still stood by his word that it wasn't all as it seemed on the night.
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
If you go look at that damn fight, turn off all the sound, and watch the fight, man, he wasn't touching me.
You had been in the ring with a lot of people. Now, this was your highest profile fight, but would you say that Pacquiao was your toughest opponent?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, nah. Not for me.
After his win over Broner, Pacquiao would then go on to fight only 6 months later in a hotly anticipated bout that split opinions against American world champion Keith "one-time" Thurman. At the time of facing Manny, the hard-hitting younger fighter in Thurman was undefeated and had fought some impressive names up until that point, including Danny Garcia and Sean Porter.
Hourglass is almost finished. He doesn't have much left. Go play basketball, Manny. You say you like to play basketball every day. Go shoot hoops with the guys, man.
But on fight night, things didn't quite go to plan for Keith Thurman. In the very first round of the bout, comments of Manny's age and being past his prime were quickly diminished as he landed a right hand on Thurman, sending him to the canvas.
Oh, down goes Thurman! And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch.
As the fight played out in the mid-rounds, Pacquiao was rolling back the years and putting a beating on one time, bloodying Thurman's nose in an intense, fast-paced display. Just when Thurman seemed to be regaining some composure and getting back into things, the Pac-Man would send him to the floor yet again in the 10th round. After surviving the fight, and Manny winning via split decision, Keith said this.
He really does have that hand speed. He jumps in and out with quickness. And as I was on my back foot, he was leaping in. He continued to punch. He caught me at an awkward moment, and down I went.
Truthfully, I didn't feel like I lost in the moment. The decision was a loss. 2 judges saw Manny Pacquiao win, and we know with millions of watching, there's only 3 that matter, and those 3 gave it to Pacquiao. Lose, draw, Keith Thurman is still living a dream each and every time he steps in the ring, and I'm proud of that.
So there you have it. It's clear to see that Manny's opponents not only respect what he does outside of the ring for his people of the Philippines, but they also have admiration for his greatness inside the ring. There may never be a fighter more significant to his nation, nor a fighter with quicker hands, faster feet, and precision, although that's up for debate. One thing that isn't is the respect Manny commands from all those around the boxing circle, but more specifically, his opponents themselves. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.